When guys look at wifey material and women who are going to be good mothers, do you know what you guys decided to do for work? Strip. Instead of fucking busting your ass, you chose to do that. So when men don't want to date you, or men don't take you serious, or when a guy's liking a whole bunch of pictures and you try to correct him and he don't listen to you, he don't respect you. It's because of what you're doing. It's simple, bro. You should have picked a different career.
Emotional, damn it. Hey, yo, what's poppin', y'all? I'm Ace.
Hi, and I'm Star. Remember, if you guys enjoy the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Alright, bet. Let's get into it. Alright, so in this one, we about to figure out why men don't want to date strippers. Hey, let me tell you something.
Isn't that
Hey, let me tell you something. We know why we don't want to date them.
That's not a hard question.
I want to hear what this lady say before I render the harsh judgment that y'all know I'm about to render about a late. Hey, let me see what they talk about.
Y'all don't date strippers.
No.
Like, what is y'all reason? Comment y'all reason on.
Bop.
Teacher, I think I can answer that question. That's because nowadays, most men, regardless of women, refuse to believe it or not. Men understand the plight of most women nowadays in this era.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Most men have an understanding.
Okay, so I'm going to say this in the most honest way that I can. I don't know how to say it any other way. Sorry, this is going to come off very disrespectful, vulgar. Ladies, I don't know what the hell is so hard to comprehend. This is what makes me think you guys are delusional, or you guys just don't like to be wrong, or you guys don't like to hear the truth. It's like you guys pretend, oh, why do they want to date a stripper? Why don't they want to date us? But in all reality, you know why. You are dancing on guys getting them fucking hard, bro. They're getting hard on you, dog. They're fucking groping you, touching you. I've been to strip clubs. Plenty of them. Different kinds. Topless, full nude, whatever. I see the guys. And I have homegirls that are strippers.
You're right. Let me tell you something. They all on their body. All on you everywhere. It's like, why you really think that a dude would want to have a girl that he claims a wife that he walks around with, that he says that's my girl, and other men are touching her in the nighttime?
How does that seem respectful towards him?
Right. I mean,
it's not.
I mean, they trying to say, oh, you can do what you want. You sure you could do what you want, but what you do still reflects on your partner.
Absolutely.
And regardless of what you think should or should not be, or you should be free, whatever should and what is completely different. It's two completely different things.
You're supposed to respect one another. Like, I don't understand how, you want to do what you want to do, that's fine and dandy, but understand if you're going to disrespect your partner, they don't have to be a part of that.
Right.
And they can easily walk away from that, and that's their choice. And that you made your choice at the end of the day to continue that career path that no longer is something that's degrading to yourself.
Yeah,
so, why would a man want that?
And the thing they need to understand is that you don't get to decide whether your activities embarrass him.
Facts.
You don't get to decide that. That because you approve of taking your clothes off in front of people, that therefore he all of a sudden cannot be embarrassed or made fun of or have a bad time over what you're doing. In fact, it's the exact opposite. Regardless of how you feel about it, he walk into a room with you, with a bunch of dudes who already had you, already was at the club with you. I mean, being a stripper is like is the least of it, to be honest, because at least arguably they not piping, right? But if you on OnlyFans and stuff, now it's, use a P-star, then it's just like, oh my goodness, it's like, where they supposed to go with that? Walk in a room full of dudes and get laughed at? Get made fun of over and over and over again? It's like, oh my God. They had that one girl on Fresh and Fit a few nights ago that was like arguing about it. She was like a P-star and she was like going hard. She was like,
Really
she's
insulted.
Like, she's like, I'm clean, all this and all that. I got a good job. I did this for my kids. All factors that mean absolutely nothing to men. We don't care why you did it. We don't care. The fact that you are doing it or have done it before is enough to lay the mantle of disrespect at my feet. And I'm not finna take that. I don't have to.
It's a constant worry that a man has to possibly encounter somebody who already slept with his woman. Like, that's not that's not what they want on their conscience every single time they turn around and go out to a store or a restaurant or anything like that. Like, why would you want that? Like, that's an embarrassment.
Especially if you live in your hometown.
Shadow, a freaking cloud over their head. Like, why would you want that?
Yeah, especially if you got a girl like 200 bodies and y'all all live and you live in the same place that she got those, and y'all live in a small town or even a really regular size like type city, and you could constantly run into dudes that she messed with constantly, bro. Constantly. That's, oh my God, there's nothing more embarrassing for a man in a relationship. Nothing.
And it's another thing to be a P-star and OnlyFans, and it's just like, even if they do kind of somewhat, they're just lingering around like, oh, that's who she with? I bet I could hit that again. What?
Just like
and then the off chance that he's already trying to hit her up on in the off chance, like that's crazy. That's mind blowing. Like what?
Right. It's like, yo,
disrespectful.
You already gotta know that, like, I'm sorry, you can say whatever you want, but if you even have the proclivity to like be a P-star, right, and you're single and you being a P-star, you can't tell me that you're not more likely to engage in bop level activities, cheating on your partner or whatever. At the very least, even if you say you're not more likely, you have way more opportunities. Stop playing.
They tell me everything that goes on, especially backstage.
Yeah, woo.
He don't need that in his mind. Men's mental health. I talk about this a lot.
Right.
You think a man's going to want to, you know what? Let me worry about her while she's at work.
Right. I was just going to say that. She's saying men's mental health. Yeah, men's mental health matters. And I'm telling you, nothing would unbalance a man's spirit like having a girlfriend who is a stripper. And she's out, you're at home, and you got to wonder whether she's doing what she said she was doing, which is just dancing and not going in the back room wilding, or she's getting a train ran on her. Either way, you won't know. And that's crazy. No man can live like that. No one can live like that. That's self-delete territory. You can't live like that.
Statistically shown, every single relationship that somebody has been in with a stripper, they don't last. They don't last. Unless they're already in the industry themselves. It doesn't last.
They don't last, or they got problems. Like, it's rare to find one that works, and I wonder why. Like, but they'll still fight against it. They'll still argue it. They'll die on that hill.
Always are asked to leave the industry. If they don't, eventually crumbles.
Of course, because eventually it starts needling that man in his brain, and he can't take it. That his girl getting her back blown out on camera by other dudes. Like, oh my God. Oh my God. Stuff like that, or even just touched up by other dudes in the club. Same thing. Terrible. And it's on display for everyone to see. Now, with social media now, people know your girl a bop.
Yeah.
Jesus.
He has to worry about, first off, now you know, a man has to worry about you being in danger. Anything could happen, you know, you passing away, things like that. Now I got to worry about her sucking dick for $1 million or $100K if someone offers it. Yeah. No, bro. It's common sense. I don't want somebody who's going to always be put in those type of situations. Day by day, and then I always got to hear about it.
Right, day by day, something got to give, bro.
Put yourself in someone else's shoes. We're territorial just like men are. You're like a shiny new toy when you like a man. It's ours. So why would you want your man sitting there having girls dance all over him? No. So it's the same concept. When guys look at wifey material and women who are going to be good mothers, you know what you guys decided to do for work? Strip. Instead of fucking busting your ass. And I know you guys are going to be like, well, I do bust my ass. I do this. The only courage you guys have is to take your clothes off in front of people you don't know. That's something I couldn't do. Because I have respect and morals for myself. It's going to come off disrespectful, but I was raised differently. We are all different. You were raised to shake ass. I was raised not to do that.
I was raised to respect myself.
I was dead raised not to do that.
I was raised to respect myself. I don't know, like, what happened to the disconnect? Like, you supposed to respect yourself.
Bro. She's like, I don't know how y'all was raised, but I was raised specifically to not do what y'all be doing.
Whatever the fuck I do, but I ain't a hoe. And I'm not saying y'all are hoes, but when you're in that type of field and people already call you that, you knew what you were getting yourself into. Right. I would have never been in that type of limelight if I knew what it was going to get me into. Never. Also, girls who do OnlyFans and stuff like that. There's a potential chance that somebody could literally leak your photos, leak your stuff, and now your future kid has to see that. You guys don't think about the shit you do because you care about money right now. There are a million ways to make money from home.
Kim Kardashian's sick right now, right? Like I was saying this before, it don't matter what she does. When that kid gets old enough to understand the making a sex tape and then understand leaking it for money and clout, he has the internet. He can Google himself, and he will find in the future he will find a video of himself discovering it. The video we just watched in 2022. He gonna see that video in 2030 and be like, nah, B, really? And then the tape is still out there. You'll find that too. Like, oh my gosh. Like, and there's nothing she can do. Nothing. You can't hide it from him.
It's just gonna get worse.
You're famous.
It's because you're famous, one, and two, the older you get, the older your friends get, and the fact that your friends know you're famous, they can look you up, and then they're gonna heckle you once they find your mother's tape. They're gonna send it to you. They're gonna be assholes. They're gonna be a lot
kids
of people
are
out here.
wicked, man. Wicked.
They're going to find it.
So it's like when they all just like, oh well, yeah, you did it for whatever you did it for, but just you need to understand the consequences and make informed decisions. Don't just be like, all right, let me just do this.
So when everybody's making this excuse about, oh, let me be a stripper, you chose to do that. So when men don't want to date you, or men don't take you serious, or when a guy's liking a whole bunch of pictures and you try to correct him and he don't listen to you, he don't respect you. It's because of what you're doing. It's simple, bro. You should have picked a different career.
Emotional damage.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Straight like that. She's like, you should have picked a different career. Hang the phone up.
There's so many different jobs you could have chose.
You could have done anything.
Better yourself, like, honestly.
You could have done anything. You could have built a railroad. Now look. You could have done anything. You could have done anything.
You're a strong woman. You can do anything. Just degrade yourself.
You could have done anything.
Degrade yourself. You're a strong woman. Degrade yourself, though. You can take it. You can take it. Take it for all the team.
You can tell. You can take it, all right. Taking everything. Too strong. Taking everything. From everywhere. Oh my God. Oh my God.
You know what? I'm going to.
No. They also signed up for this. Heckling.
You're right.
Stop playing, bro.
You're right.
Nah, we respect people who make decisions to do whatever they want to do. Like, that's never the problem. Like, you're never going to hear us say, oh, no, you can't do that, or that's bad. No, you can do whatever you want. And in fact, it serves a purpose in society. So it's like, I think them type of activities for money should be, other type of activities for money should be legal. Why? If you're an adult, do what you want. It has nothing to do with me. But it's a necessary function in society for some people.
Yep.
But
Absolutely.
We're not going to live in this delusional, like, new liberalist world where you're going to pretend like making them decisions don't have no consequences. They have a whole list worth of consequences that every person over 14 years old knows what they are. Every person who ever had any type of relationship with the opposite sex knows what the parameters are around these type of activities. And so you need to understand what the future is going to hold for you. If that's what it is, consequences, right.
That's
right.
it.
That should be the theme of the year for women. Consequences.
Flat consequences.
Anyway, that's it for this one. We'll holla at you.